Hello and welcome, I hope you're having a great day or evening, and it might even get better because today we are playing Combo Card Clashes, a deck building roguelike with auto battling features where we pick one of 5 characters. I will just pick the warrior and also adjust or assign 4 stat points to strength, agility, intelligence, each with their own effect. Since warrior is using strength a lot, I will blast all of them into strength, and here we have different cards. I won't go into detail because I will now move along, pick the first relic. 1 extra strength is always good, and let's go by starting this. We picked the starting location and moved along on the grid-based field right here, where we have a couple of events, special events, shrines, gear shops, skill shops, and enemy encounters. And this game has a different type of deck building combat system, which we'll get into right now. We have here one of 3 cards to choose from. So, for example, we could pick Rapid Strike, attack a target 3 times, or Prepared Strike, deal 10% more damage, as you can see in the bottom right corner. 17, the number 17, it will deal 17 damage, but deal 10% more damage for each card space after this in a row. So let's say I will place it here. It doesn't matter if it's top, middle or bottom, at least for now. And we have 3 spaces left, so this should deal 30% more damage. And I can pick one of these 3 enemies as a target and start my combo, which is not really a combo since it is just 1 skill. But now the turn, oh my god, we are unlucky because the card here is now locked and blocked. So we usually would have picked one of the 3 cards, so we always draw different cards from our deck and have the Venom Enchant, which gives our attack the following attack a debuff. We will use that in the next fight or maybe the next round, but I will just pick Locate Vulnerability, damages and applies Desolate debuff. So it will deal, the next hit will deal 20% more damage if it's physical. So let's just go here, hit him, perfect, 26 damage. Not much to look at right now, but now we can get cracking because we already have 2 skills here on the board, on the grid, and we have another card to choose from, which is not only Cleave. The next physical attack card cleaves nearby enemies for 55% damage, but we could use this Prophetic Vision, play the next card twice. So I will put it right in front of Locate Vulnerability. We can also put it here, doesn't matter since there is no card in between. This will activate this card twice. So for 14 mana, which is the lower bottom, in lower corner, left corner, we have 14 mana. This is our mana bar. It regenerates every turn, but I will do this here. This card activates this twice, so the debuff will stack twice. And let's just see how this one works out. As you just saw, this card hit twice, and now this combination is blocked for the next turn. Locked, in this case. This card cannot be played or moved, so let's just put another card here and finish this rat. Then we move on and have more cards to choose. Or no, we only have 2 cards to choose because our deck is empty after this one. We only have 6 cards at the moment. But let's just pick this one right here, because if we would have this combination right here, this card would activate this card twice. Play the next card twice. So your next physical attack card cleaves nearby enemies twice for 55%. But if we swap position, this will go here. This will double this. So this will not only do a debuff, but also cleaves. So let's see how this one works out. So, 2 hits, wonderful, and the last hit, a rapid strike. And we finished this fight in a far longer fashion than usually, but let's collect the rewards, and we leveled up. Wonderful. We get an artifact, stat points, and heal, as well as 50 health more. So we level up, gain 3 stat points. We can assign. I will go to strength because this hammer is not light. And then we pick an artifact. Pipe of Friendship. Increase all allies' damage by 10%. We don't have allies yet, so let's go with the mana knife. Each attack gains plus 3 base damage, but costs 1 mana. So it increases our damage, but also our mana consumption. I would move on to the next fight, but before we do that, we do just one more thing. This right here is our talent tree, our skill tree, where we actually have 1 point to spend. I missed that, probably, the last time I played. So, what do we have here? We can increase our mana regeneration, magic damage, our health overall, our allies' health. We will encounter allies in a bit. But since we have the warrior right now, we want to have... Do we want to have more melee damage? We don't have more melee damage here, so I will just pick this one for max health. 20 more health. Yes. Wonderful. Then move on to the next encounter. 4 rats right here, but this one has the leader buff, so if the leader dies, everyone dies. So let's just hit them with rapid strike, start our combo. Wonderful. Hit them, or hit the leader for 33 damage, and now the leader changed. So this one now is our target. It's okay, since now we have Venom Enchant, add a poison debuff, and 40% more damage to the next card. So we hit them 3 times. Right here we see the Dire Rat is level 1, max health, physical resistance, magical resistance, and status resistance, 10%. So we might not hit him with 3 poison stacks. Maybe we do. We will see that in a second. Yes, he resisted one of them, but the poison stacks will deal damage in the next round, 12 damage. But the leader buff changed again. You are a dick. I will just hit him now. Wonderful, and everyone died because the leader died. Yes. Now we gain gold again, experience, card, and armor, which is quite useful. So we pick 1 of 3 cards. Since the warrior is a physical guy, he deals physical damage, let's pick the Mighty Strike. Deal 10% more damage for each tile played before this tile in the queue. Wonderful. So the more cards we have before that, the more damage it does. And now we got an axe. Perfect. This is already equipped, but we already had an axe, because I have a talent that tells me, or that gives me an item at every starting level. So now we have an uncommon axe with 1 strength, bit of crit chance, bit of damage resist, and so on, but flame enchanted, so 5% chance to burn the enemy when we hit them. Wonderful. So what we can do now is either go to the special event or to the recruit tavern, since I want to gain some friends, or in this case buy some friends, just like a rich kid. I will pick the warrior in the middle for 250 coins. We have 580, and we can also buy or get the mage. We can see 2 skills they have. So this one has slash and light heal all. Let's go with this one because, and this one. So now we have a bit of health regeneration if they heal, as well as mana regeneration from the mage. Then we have the special event. What do we encounter here? Find an old ceremonial shrine at the shrine. Jesus. At the base of the shrine is an ancient spellbook. I don't care. What are the effects? Replace a card in deck with a random card or perform motions of the unknown spell, heal 10%. Yes, let's just do that. Not really impactful, but still. We have here a water summoner. Wonderful. Kill that fish as quick as possible because he will summon water elementals, sorry. So, we just see the debuff, this fire debuff. Since our equipment has a 5% chance to burn the enemy, we were lucky and they got burned. So, what can we do as well? I will pick the cleave skill. So this one hits him as well. Maybe we'll burn him as well. Nope, we didn't. But since our allies attacked them as well, they are quite low and the burn hit for 23 damage. Wonderful. And since they attacked us, we now have 4 grid fields where if we place a card there and it activates, we would take 5 damage. So we want to avoid this area right here. So let's just go this way. Cleave, hit them twice, so we will finish them off probably. Yes, we did. Perfect. Experience points, gold, and let's move on. Let's go to the next encounter. So that's basically the game's routine where we work our way through the enemy. So this one right here I want to kill as quick as possible because he has a debuff. Splits the slime into 2 smaller slimes in 4 turns. I want to kill him in 4 turns or less, because otherwise they will just spawn 2 more slimes, I mean. Okay, this one now just affected our grid by a lot, so move this one away from the minus 30% damage debuff. What do I want to do? Yes, I want to cleave our enemies with the debuff, so let's go with this one. Yes, both received the Desolate debuff. 100% physical resistance removed. Wonderful. And here we have... Actually, this cleave is not really worth it against this enemy, against one enemy. So we'll just try to finish them off if they... No, our allies just healed us and restored mana. That's also okay. Don't worry. Good allies, yes. I rob your belly. And we received another armor. Now we have a 3% chance to cast Fireball as well as 1 agility. And since the agility increases our dodge chance and our crit chance, it's quite nice. So I will move to the rest side, heal, and face off against the elite enemy. Yeah. So this one has the elite buff, greater health, increased damage. I will just work my way through this one real quick and record the boss fight next because I want to show you the first boss. So now that we are clear and can encounter the boss, we will do that right here. This one creates an illusion of the caster and clears debuffs. So this one will split into more. What type of creature is that? It's a shark and a lizard. Shizard? No. A lark. Whichever it is going down. Since we have the debuff on it, I mean, if he splits up, it clears the debuff, so poison debuffs are not that useful, but we have to kill both of them, so let's cleave with the debuff and then hit them, or hit one of them with rapid strikes. Yes, he, like a Catholic rabbit, they multiply. But we wouldn't be a mighty warrior if we were... Jesus, how? Whoa! Why did our mage deal that much damage? No clue why, but I'm happy about it. So, let's just finish the last one, and wonderful. We receive a new card, which will be this one, at 8% damage if the enemy is alone. Perfect. And we move on to the next area, to the second level of 3 levels, where we work our way through and hit the boss encounter. These are not different types of bosses, but I talked to the developer. He is planning to release more boss fights, even more heroes, and add a couple of things to the game. So I'm looking forward to that one. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, thanks for sticking with me, and have a great day or evening.